Hey folks, so people are always telling me bikes are so expensive due to research and development purposes. Well, yes and no, I suppose. When you make a bike, they've got to make it and break it quite a few times before they actually put it up and sale. But the companies are quite shrewd. They do computer-aided design rather than actually trying to break the frame. And they go, right, this is a great idea and so on and all that kind of stuff, and then they put it together and cool. Doesn't always work particularly well, but we'll not get into that side of it. What I want to get into here is a little stupid design. This is a giant Talon. I don't know what age it is. It runs 27.5, probably 2015, 16, maybe 17. I don't know. I need to go and check Giant's website. But I got a sticky front derailleur, and I'll show you why. This is where the research and development part comes in. So what happens is your cable comes from your front derailleur shifter, comes down, and an outer cable goes through an inner cable. Well, there's always going to be an inner cable through here, but there's no outer sheath. Comes down through the frame, stops down here somewhere, then there's an outer sheath, which then loops round, comes up to a little adapter here, which then your inner then comes out, and then connects on to the derailleur, which pushes your derailleur up and down. Right, but notice I didn't go back up there because here's the problem. So you have this little bit where the inner cable comes out, right, from this outer cable that's here. This outer cable loops around the bottom bit here, so here it's here, loops round and goes up. I actually think this one goes right through the frame. Well, I think it does actually. I'm not 100% sure now, I need to double check, but I don't want to take it apart to double check it, so it's probably never going to get checked. Anyway, so it loops around here. The only problem is when the bike is sitting in a straight position, like that, okay, and your wheel's going wee round like that, it starts raining, the water comes round, shoots off, hits this mud guard, hits the back of you, still water all the way around though, still comes all the way around here, and then goes straight down, hits all this kind of stuff, totally wrecks it. That's why I usually find I'll put a bit of plastic at the back of here, or an old inner tube to try and stop that from getting damaged. But it shoots down and hits this little bad boy. And then when it hits that little bad boy, water goes through, it's into the outer cable, then comes down and hits the lowest part, which is this section here. So it sits in here like a freaking puddle, and then the cable has to go through that, and then what happens is it'll rust out of that little section, jam up and cause the whole thing to seize. So what happens here when it seizes is you're like, oh my god, I have to be freaking Arnie Schwarzenegger to hit that. Oh my god, I reckon that was the break the lever. So, research and development. I'm just a lonely mechanic with a good few years of service now, but I can look at that and see what the problem is. Easy fix, come through, put one of that little nubbin on this side, so if there is an outer cable goes all the way through, it'll stop there. Then it changes to a chain guide and goes up to it without an outer sheath, and then that way if there's any water, it would just not get in the way, and it wouldn't cause it to rust out, but it wouldn't rust out inside that little loop and create a bath and stuff like that. So, stupid freaking design. Why are we paying them for R&D when we're the one that's doing the R&D for them? Stupid freaking design.